Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is Design the Future, a promising career now, a promising future tomorrow. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Professor Raghu Raman, Lovely School of Architecture and Design, Lovely Professional University. With over 40 years of experience in both academia and industry, Professor Raghu Raman specializes in product design and design thinking. As the founder member and research foundation in Chennai, he has made significant contributions to the field. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Pankaj Vij, Head Department of Tie-Ups, Division of Admissions, LPU. He is having 18 years of experience in multiple domains, including teaching, training, and operations. He is taking up the eligibility, scholarship, fee structure, and infrastructure part of the university. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Professor Raghu Raman, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Professor Raghu Raman.
Thank you, dear. So, shall I start sharing the screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, your screen is visible. You can continue, Professor Raghu Raman.
Okay. So today, basically, would like to talk for the people who are looking for a design career, a topic, design the future. It's design basically a very promising and great career if you have a wonderful curiosity yourself. So to start with the presentation, I just wanted to let you know across design, all the verticals at Lovely Professional University, we have an accreditation from a different, the professional bodies like India Design Council for Product Design, Indian Institute of Architecture, and COA, that is Council of Architecture for Architecture, Institute of Design for Interior Designers. So we are recognized by all these different institutes and we are the members. And I would like to say that every student, dreams to have a quality of a higher education. We are here the plan and the support for them. And you might ask me one thing, that why design thinking or design is important, right? So I would like to take a quote from Steve Jobs. Design is not just what it looks or feels like. Design is how it works, right? I would also like to express and take it to the next level why design thinking is equally important. Design could be of any field, any field you can attach design with. Like that's why we take any kind of a background of people for the masters in design here. Even in other institutions, you can be a engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be of any background for you to become a designer. Design thinking actually transfers the problem solving approach of design to the other fields. So it could be a medical design, it could be a graphic design, it could be an animation design, it could be product design, or a UI UX design, or interior design. Design could be of any field that is attached. I would like to say that design education is the best investment that you could do today. Designers are more creative thinkers who are trained throughout their curriculum to adapt to changes and innovate for mankind. Actually, the world needs a lot of designers to rethink and re-establish our civilizations in a peaceful environment, especially in today's kind of a circumstances and the kind of a market. The market is going towards customization, very specific need of every individual, whether it is online shopping or an offline market. So more it is becoming customized, the more we need such kind of designers to contribute for that customization. Design the future, scope and opportunities. I would like to elaborate here the various segments in which there is a huge scope and opportunity for you available youngsters, down the line in future. In health sector, we have a great opportunity because we would like to go for sustainability. There is a huge scope for environment in design. In health and fit and food habits, there is a huge scope again in nourishment. And in poverty elevation, there is a huge opportunity to give job opportunity to people by designing a system, right? And in education system, there is a huge scope for designers. And other areas like anti-terrorism, social communication, transportation, technology, culture. So for all these areas, there is so much of a scope that is available for designers down the line in future. And I would also like to highlight one particular aspect, uh, designing for green energy, energy generation and utilization, design for energy efficient products, and rethinking of the future of the earth, design for the earth. Why? Because the whole world is talking under the UN today of less carbon print, less pollution, more efficient work. You know, carbon, the less carbon footprint, it could be of fuel, personal gas, or recycle, emissions, electricity, transport, offsets, waste. Everywhere we can bring a less carbon footprint. So more the opportunities for designers to bring in and contribute here. And there is another area which is designed for sustainability and sustainable material, recycle, research, reuse of materials to define new products, innovations in the field of sustainable materials is much required to develop the products that does not harm the vital elements of our ecosystem. And design for technology. I'm sure today, everything, whatever you wear, the watch or the mobile phone, what you use, or the electric cars or the laptop, computer based product designs and futuristic designs and its presentation, home automation, building safety, security, and simplicity for humanity. These are all the areas designed for technology. And we can go to one more level, design for a digital world. I'm sure India is such a wonderful country where you go on the street side, even to a chai wala, you can pay by your Paytm or over a phone by scanning. So the technology, the digital world technology had gone so deep in terms of use, designed for augmented reality, 3D visualization, new way of presentations and interaction, designed for a new digital age. These are all the scope for the future designers. Again, for increasing demand of UI UX, user interface is the key for every computer-based application for or technology. We at Lovely, we have interior and furniture design, we have product and industrial design, we have UI UX, that is user interface and user experience, computer-based application or technology, a vast field of applying design skills into technology and making it very simple. Design for biomimicry. Actually, biomimicry borrows nature's blueprints, recipes, processes, and ecosystem strategies, then comes up with a design principle to solve our own problems, right? Design for service for a better customer experience, planning and arranging people's infrastructure, communication and material components of service, in order to improve its quality and interaction between service provider and its user. We are not talking of hands-on experience. You can ask me one thing. If you are talking so much about design, what are all the essentials of a design school to become a great place? The essential of a design school, I would say, is the primary objective of a design school is to enhance the design thinking ability of the students, a guide and a facilitate process of students, the ocean of opportunities that can be achieved. School promotes leadership and management qualities. A designer requires to drive his own design with rightful implementation of his idea. A design school considers economic, technology, sustainability, ergonomics, research methodology, and communication skill set to develop the designer skills in any individual. A design school facilitate a practical learning through hands-on training. Students learn to construct their own ideas in a workshop under a rightful situation. We need designers, huge numbers, to create systematic and peaceful experiences for a ever-changing society of ours.
Sorry for the interruption, Professor Raghuraman. Can you please share the slide which you are talking about? Kindly share
Yeah,
the slide which you are talking about.
yeah. When we talk of design career at LPU, I would say that it's a best university campus to nurture your thoughts. It's a best library resources. It's a best quality food shops to keep you healthy. Highly qualified and interactive faculties. And best quality workshops. We have workshops for plastic. We have workshop for wood, metal, ceramics, and 3D printers and laser cutters. All these facilities in our lab. And it's a kind of a global design exposure. It's a hands-on learning experience. We have a pedagogy called experiential learning, extracurricular activities, collaborative department with other departments like fine arts, architecture, and animation. It's a best planned course, research-based learning, direct support to execute your ideas. We support for all your intellectual property rights if you wanted to go for a copyrights and patents of your products. Quality of learning. And we also try to identify when a student gets into LPU for a design course, what kind of a career path they are looking for. See, we find students coming out for a different kind of a career path in design. Some students go for a higher education. Some students go for high profile jobs. Some students start off their own and go for a designerpreneur. Some students take up their family business, what their father or forefathers have been doing. Some students go as a freelance practice and they own their own firm. So we try to identify what kind of a path these students take it up, right? So there is ocean of opportunities, career open at LPU, right? Here, and just waiting for you to come and grab them. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am, I'm done.
Yes, sir. So can you please wait for 2 minutes? So we will take the questions. Can you please stop sharing your screen now? So you can take 4-5 minutes more because we don't have any questions and admission nominee will join in 4-5-6 minutes. You can continue. Professor Raghuraman.
Yes,
You can continue for 4 to 5 minutes.
I've done. My slides are over. With what base I will talk?
Okay. Let's wait for the admission nominee.
You can post some questions and I'll answer. You ask me any questions.
Yes,
Let it be interactive. You ask me any question.
yes, sir.
Or tell that Dishta or Arosa Shrestha to ask some question.
Yes, sir. First question is what emerging industries and technologies offer the most promising career opportunities for the future, and how can individual best prepare to enter these fields?
See, you can be a designer with any technology that is just coming in. Either it could be hard technologies or the soft technologies. What I mean is, it could be any hardware like product design, or it could be a software like the UI UX. So, any technologies, whether it is a hard technology or the soft technologies, can merge with a design career down the line. And India emerging as the IT leaders in the world, we need large number of designers for the UI UX for the front end. So there is so much of a scope in India down the line in next 10 years for the UI UX for whomsoever people are choosing it, because we are leading in IT for supporting the information technology systems around the world. They need the front end, that is the user interface. So UI UX has got a huge scope down the line in the world.
Thank you so much, Professor Raghuraman. Someone is asking here, how can educational institutions adapt their circular to better equip students with the skills needed for the career of tomorrow?
Three things we do in that. We do something called experiential learning. We take them to the industry and the visits, or we try to bring in a live projects and make them do. That's number one. Number two, we have a battalion of around 7-8 workshops, including a tinkering lab, where student does not work only on the paper, they work on the real time. And the third one, we also organize actual visit to people and places for people in the industry, for people to go out and learn. So our experiential learning pedagogy, our external industrial reach, and the kind of a workshop setup, all these will give a definitely a far better exposure for them, and they become polished and ready when they go out to the industry for their placement.
So can you please stop sharing your screen? Mr. Pankaj will join in 2 minutes, and he will able to share his screen. Stop sharing your screen, Professor Raghuraman. Thank you so much. Someone is asking here in what ways can business and governments collaborate to create an ecosystem that supports innovation and sustainable career growth for the future workforce?
Please come back with the question again.
I'm repeating. In what ways can businesses and governments collaborate to create an ecosystem that supports innovation and sustainable career growth for the future workforce?
Great. For sustainable coexistence, whether under the goals of the United Nations, around 17 goals, or India following, it is the same, whether United Nations or India's. So when we have those 17 goals, most of the businesses and the industries, for their own uh, better outlook, they try to take the footprints of what these governments and the UN says that they take it. So even in education, we work along with these industries and the institution of whatever the overall goal they just wanted to converge in terms of sustainability and justice. So it makes no difference whether it is UN or Indian government or businesses or the educational institutions. We are all focusing and converging towards sustainability and the kind of a goals which we could reach in next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Thank you so much, Professor Raghuramanna. Someone is asking here, there has been a lot of news regarding AI taking up traditional designing jobs in near future. What are your thoughts on that?
So I don't stop sleeping because of AI. I don't stop eating because of AI. I can't eat with AI. I can't sleep with AI. I can't give work to my mind with AI. AI can do certain automation and repetitive work. Yes, very much. But humans' brains are much more than that. So we try to design and do much beyond this uh, what AI could do. So yes, AI has got a huge contribution in design when you're working on a research or a database or looking at what the customer wants and things like that. Yes, AI has got a role. But even in ultimately as a design, I think that we designers has got a huge role from the data what you give. Today, Google and the data is available for everybody or a chat GPT. But everybody is not rich, no? When the knowledge is available with everyone. So AI may be available, but it is up to you how you utilize that AI in your own design. That's what makes the difference.
Thank you so much, Professor Raghuramanna. I hope all the participants got the answers from our experts. Now, I would request you that we shall nominate Mr. Pankaj Vij to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj Vij.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So a healthy discussion. And let me just start with my part of the job. I'm just going to present my screen and tell the students, whoever is watching this particular broadcast, about what a student can expect when he or she comes to LPU. What are the things in store for a student? What's the kind of exposure that a student gets when he or she comes to the university? So just give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Screen is visible. You can continue, Mr. Pankaj.
Right. So these are some of the things that a student can expect when he or she comes to the university. First of all, the most important thing is the accreditations and the approvals that a university has. So these are the kind of accreditations and approvals that we have at LPU. We are an A++ university and having a score of 3.68 on a scale of 4 points. And we are NAC A++. Moreover, we are having approvals from the Accreditation Council for Business Schools, that's for the management programs, Indian Council for Agriculture Research for the agriculture programs. We are approved by University Grants Commission. Quite recently, we got the NBA as well. And we are approved by National Council for Teacher Education. We are approved by the Pharmacy Council of India. We are approved by the Council of Architecture for the architecture program, Bar Council of India for the law programs, and Institute of Town Planners for planning programs, B Plan and M Plan and so on. We have also approvals from the Institution of Indian Association for Physiotherapists for the physiotherapy programs and so on. Moreover, we are a part of the AICT. We are a member of the prestigious Association of Indian Universities. So these are the kind of memberships and approvals that we have got. Moving on, talking about placements. Well, placements is yet another important thing, another important aspect when it comes to education. So what you're seeing on your screen are star placement students who have got laurels for the university by getting placed in some of the best organizations across the world, and bagging packages as high as 1 crore, 3 crores, and multiple lakhs. Talking about extracurricular activities, what you can expect when you come to the university, these are the things you can expect. Well, quite recently, we had the Khelo India University Games, which concluded a few months back, and LPU bagged the second position in India, Pan India. We are we are having our students of the likes of Neeraj Chopra, Bajrang Punia, Manpreet Singh, the captain of the former captain of the Indian hockey team. So these the kind of people who have started from us, and so we don't only believe in creating academicians, researchers, but also people of sports background of repute across the world. Well, the year was 2019, and we hosted the 106th edition of the Indian Science Congress, and that was inaugurated by none other than the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. We had, I'm sorry, we had His Holiness the Dalai Lama a few years back at the university campus in one of the convocation ceremonies. Similarly, we had two former presidents of India and Afghanistan sharing the same stage, once again giving away degrees in yet another convocation ceremony. We had the late Finance Minister of India, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, a few years back in the university campus, inaugurating a startup school. In 2018, we had the then Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji, who came to the university campus in yet another convocation ceremony. So these are the kind of figures that we call to the university to facilitate students when it's the convocation time. Not only these people, but yes, we have intellects like Gohal Gopal Das coming to the university campus and sharing live sermons with the students, with the parents, with the teachers. Yes, these people also throng the campus, but not only to sing and dance, but also to interact with our students, because the young generation is an ardent follower of these people. While talking about infrastructure, yet another important vertical of education. So let me give you some glimpses of the infrastructure of the university. A marvel of a building, 14 blocks joined back to back, housing the central library of the university and quite a few other departments. And at the forefront, we have got an open air theater where students perform nukkad nataks and things like that. Then this is the glimpse of our indoor auditorium, and it has a capacity of 2,500 people in a single go. That's the glimpse of a laboratory. That's a computer lab that we have got, and each department has its own laboratories, the kind of laboratories that are required by that department. That's the central library. Each department has its own library, and the libraries are automated. We are located on National Highway number 44, which runs all the way from Amritsar to New Delhi. And it's a 600-acre campus that we have got. And at the center of the campus, we have got a mall. Let's go inside the mall. These are the interiors of the mall. And it's got Providence stores and where students can purchase their stuff. It's got gymnasiums with trainers of repute. It's got recreational facilities such as bowling alleys. Then we have got a hospital within the campus itself. If a student falls ill, then we are ready with a hospital. We have got an open air theater where events happen in open air. And then we have got, this is the panoramic view of the university. We are a very lush green and a very clean university. That's a night vision of the university. Let me give you a glimpse of our indoor sports complex that we have at LPU. We have got the indoor sports complex comprising of the swimming pool. It's an Olympic size swimming pool that we have got. Then we have got shooting ranges. We have, you name a court, you play basketball, badminton, volleyball, and so on and so forth. We even have a squash court. That's a glimpse of the indoor sports complex that we have at LPU. The campus is a ragging-free campus, and it can house more than 25,000 students in a single go in the hostel facilities. We have got boys and girls hostels within the 600-acre campus, but they are absolutely separate out. That means the boys and girls hostels are absolutely separate, but they are located within the university campus. Now, let me take you live to our website, and where I will show you how a student can get to know about the eligibility, fee structures, and so on and so forth. So this is the website, lpu.in. If you want to know, if a student wants to know about a specific program, the person can log on to lpu.in, go to admissions, and say, for example, Do you want to know anything about a program which is an undergraduate program? So you go over here after 12th. After graduation, would be for the PG programs. And then we have got after 10th programs, after diploma certificate programs. These are the later entry programs and the doctorate programs. So let us say if somebody wants to find a program after 12, let us say I go to after 12, go to regular programs. In regular programs, I try to search a program of my choice. Let us say that I want to go in for architecture. So I search in for architecture. So I click on architecture and it shows me the program that is B architecture. So I just click on B architecture and scroll it down. And this shows me the eligibility of the program. So the eligibility of the program passed with 50% marks in aggregate in 12th with English, physics, maths, and chemistry or bio or computer science or IT or business or engineering graphics and so on with NATA. So that's the eligibility criteria. I want to know about the fee structure. So I just click on fee structure and it shows me the fee structure. The fee structure of the program is 1,20,000 per semester. And there are a lot of scholarships on it. If a student has 80 to 89.99% of marks or is in cutoff 3 of our LP Nest exam. LP Nest is a national level exam which stands for Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So if a student has category 3 in it, or the student has these many marks, then there's a 35% scholarship fee goes down to this much. If a student has 90 to 94.99 marks in 12th or is in LPNS cutoff 2, then there's a 40% scholarship fee goes down to this much. Or if a student has 95 or above percentage of marks or is in cutoff 1 of our LPNS exam, there's a 45% scholarship and the fee goes down to 66,000 per semester. It's worth mentioning that these scholarships, once a student gets, remains the same way throughout the course of the program. There are other scholarships that are being offered in this program. So I just go over here on scholarships. I click over here and it shows me the various other kind of scholarships. That's the marks-based, 12th marks-based scholarship. This is LPNS-based scholarship. This is the scholarship on the basis of CUET. So we give you scholarship even on the basis of CUET, NATA, National Level Test. There are some other scholarships that we are offering, like scholarships on the basis of entrepreneurship, innovation. Somebody has done good in some startup or something like that. So we have got scholarships for that as well. Then we have got certain financial aids, like financial aids for facilitating the armed forces. If a student belongs to the army background, means like the parents are working with the army, such students get some scholarship on the basis of the parents being in the armed forces. So the student is facilitated with the scholarship. So these are the kind of scholarships, the fee structures, the eligibilities that the student can find out by going to the website and getting to know about these programs. So it's if a student wants to talk to our representatives, wants to discuss about the various programs, wants to know about the eligibility criteria and so on. So a student can go over here and call these numbers. These are our helpline numbers, or write to us on admissions@lpu.co.in. So these are our contact details. So if a student wants to get to know something, wants to know something, then obviously he or she can call us. So I guess that's all from my side. I hope the information provided by me was useful for the students.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Can you please stop sharing your screen, Mr. Pankaj Winch? Thank you so much. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding your admission. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a nice day.
Thank you.